The University of Tennessee still does not have a football coach, but they do have a brand new athletic director. Former coach Philip Fulmer has been hired to take the place of John Currie, who was fired this morning. Currie had been in California, where he was wooing Mike Leach to become Tennessee's football coach. But before any deal could be made, Tennessee ordered Currie back home and canned him when the plane landed. Wilbon, problem solved?
Let me say, with all due respect to our dear friend Frankie Nation and all of my relatives in Tennessee, and that would be half my family, that this
you have family everywhere. You are America's family. You.
Father with 20 brothers and sisters.
That's
you
right.
Damn well better believe there's a lot of family, and a mother with 11 now. This is a lot of attention for a program, a middling program.
31
in the SEC.
brothers and you have 31 aunts and uncles?
How about that?
31?
20 and 11. You like that? A lot of them in Tennessee.
And so that's a full squad.
Tony, all the problems are not solved. You still got to hire a
None
coach.
of the problems are solved.
Well, maybe some of them. Firing that AD helped solve at least
Which
the
one
first
of us called
problem.
For the moment
you did. I got to give you credit there.
Dumb.
But it's also going to bring other people back into play who had told Tennessee, get out of here, like, say, David Cutcliffe, who's a Tennessee guy in a lot of ways.
This is interesting. I'll give Curry credit for one thing. Mike Leach is a good coach. And I don't know if he would have gone. I don't know that for a second. But Mike Leach is a pretty good coach.
He's not the only one in play.
But here's the problem that Tennessee has. They still have a chancellor who I don't know what his legs are there. Because he had to have signed off on the Schiano thing. I don't know how long he's going to be there. Before I signed, if I was a football coach, I wouldn't necessarily just take Fulmer's word for something. I'd want to know all of the structure in that school and what kind of commitment there was to me.
But you can't know, Tony, you can't know everything. You're going to take a flyer on somebody. And people seem like they're able to do that with Fulmer, even though they're not going to have all these answers that you want them to have. The point is, it seems like it is less toxic, much less toxic without this AD.
I will tell you that the cynical view is they just put a little air freshener on a cesspool. Okay, that it's really in bad shape.
You still got them being bad shape still.
Yes, I would still. Well, tell me who's going to go there. Tell me the structure in the school. That's all.
Can't tell you those things yet. Maybe they can get a coach. How about starting there? Yeah. And Fulmer says he's not going to coach. Came out and said that definitively during his press conference. All right. In further college football coaching news, Jimbo Fisher has left Florida State for Texas A&M for $75 million over 10 years. This makes him the highest paid coach in college football behind Nick Saban. And they now get to match wits in the same division of the SEC. Tony, does this change mean it is reasonable for A&M to now expect a national title?
To expect one. To expect one.
When you pay $75 million out to a coach, aren't you expecting one?
The last time they won was almost 80 years ago, was 1939.
They didn't win with Bear Bryant.
Bear Bryant didn't win.
Junction Boys
so
did not
unless they move out of the Western Division of the SEC and they don't have to play Alabama, LSU, and Auburn every year, and Mississippi if they ever get off probation, or Arkansas if they hire the right guy. That's the group of death to me. And the one guy getting paid more is who? Is Nick Saban.
He's done it.
And they got a right for him to expect the national championship because he's got a bunch of them. Expect no. Could they be competitive? Absolutely. But I thought they could be competitive with someone.
SEC schools aren't looking to be competitive. They're not even looking to be in the top 3 in their division every year. We heard this out of Arizona State yesterday.
Insane.
All these college football programs and the people who run them, when they give away this kind of money and the boosters and the sponsors, and they're flexing, they're popping their jerseys today, they expect a national title.
Do you think Jimbo Fisher is worth $75 million over
Jimbo Fisher is one of the 5 best coaches in the last 7 or 8 years in college football, right?
He's got a national championship.
National championship, a bunch of 10-win seasons, another 11-win season.
With Jameis Winston mostly,
okay,
but yes.
Wait.
Yes.
You can't tell me he can't recruit to say to Texas.
I'm sure he can.
There's enough boys in the state of Texas to bring him in
My
there.
feeling on something like this, that is such an enormous contract that my feeling is it has the aura to me of one of those baseball contracts, one of those 7, 8, or 9 year baseball contracts where in the last 3 years you say, what were we thinking of? I'm just saying.
I don't expect a national championship. I expect more Jimbo Fisher than that.
Wouldn't it be great if someone went to Florida State and then you could see? Then you could have a comparison.